the fourth quarter.
And ladies and gentlemen, we are back with WinCam's coverage of Winchester varsity basketball. Announcing lineups for Reading, we have number 22 getting credit here. That is Liam Roberts. Starting lineup number 2, Cooper Dean, captain, and then finally the other captain, Will Schutz. I'm Jack Smith here with Tom Ross. Tom, how you feeling?
Feeling good. Excited to watch another Winchester basketball game.
It's an exciting night as the Winchester student section is decked out in red, white, and blue for what is going to be a really good matchup against Reading. The starting lineup coming for Winchester appears to be number 1, Adam Florentino, number 5, Harrison Burbine, number 15, Carson Sarpong, number 3, Devin Ryan, and last but not least, captain, number 25, Dawson English. And we begin with the national anthem. After a lovely celebration of the troops.
This is interesting. Last time I was here, number 3, Devin Ryan, was coming off the bench, and he was kind of used more as like a spark plug kind of guy, like a microwave kind of player. And so it'll be interesting to kind of see him like faster, like to start the game, because they're kind of sacrificing some size, having like 2 kind of undersized guys.
No doubt.
In the starting lineup.
Devin Ryan being here definitely means they want to be shooting quick against Reading, which is a big sign that they're going to be really trying to force up the 3 ball. So
I agree. Also, though, I said that they're sacrificing size. Just looking at him, Sarpong is towering over the Reading lineup. So you got to imagine he's going to have a big impact, especially on the inside.
Yeah, he offers a ton of versatility that a lot of high school teams can't match.
Right.
And we get set up for this tip-off. The student section is already standing, chanting USA. Fired up for Sarpong, and the game is off. Ball is going to be out on. It looks like it's going to be out on Reading.
Yeah, I think Burbine smacked it out.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try that again.
Looks like Winchester starting off man.
Now, coming into tonight, Winchester is still undefeated, and a big deal is that they have come off of winning the Bob Bigelow Holiday Tournament just a couple weeks ago. Made a big name for themselves there and cemented themselves as a top 20 team ranked in Massachusetts. Ooh, went off to a good battle of the boards. It's still 0-0.
Yeah, it looks like Dawson English would be the tallest player on Reading as well. So, like, it looks like you'd have to imagine they're going to dominate on the glass.
What a good shot right off the rip by Reading that rims out. Burbine taking the ball up with ferocity.
It's a nice cut.
Oh, it was a good pass. It was a good look. It's going to be out off Reading, Winchester's ball. Pass to the inside to Knox, or to English, sorry, Dawson English.
Not Dawson Knox.
Dawson Knox.
So it's interesting. Reading's also coming out playing in a man. You would think, being a bit undersized, that maybe they would consider playing a zone, maybe like a 2-3 or something like that.
It was a nice, clean three-point attempt that was just off the mark. The student section will not let you forget air balls.
No, they will not. There he is.
Big time three, and of course, who else but Devin Ryan with the big time three, immediately making that impact felt.
Yeah, kid's a shooter, man. He lets you know, too. He's a good player.
He's a passionate player, too. He lets you know how he's feeling at all
Absolutely.
times.
I like that. Winchester also plays just tough man defense. They make you start your sets from so far. It's just like, if you're not very confident with the ball, it's very difficult to play against
Big
them.
time steal by Devin Ryan, again, making a huge impact in the starting lineup as they run the ball around.
Good move.
Burbine, English taking it to the rack. What a clean take. They got two really aggressive seniors here for Winchester. Both English and Burbine are just kind of unbelievable scorers for this team. Really high efficient players.
And they get to the rim like with stunning ease.
It's a good pass to the outside.
It's a good drive from Will Shoot.
Yeah, that is Captain Will Shoots. I've seen him play quarterback. The kid is definitely a talented athlete over in Reading. Gets a lot of respect.
Clearly.
We got 5:55 remaining here in the first quarter as Will tries to get his offense going.
It's another good look. If you're going to catch the ball out there, you got to be ready to shoot, though, if they're not going to respect that out there.
Good look.
It's a really good rotation from English on the back end of that.
And that ball's going to go right through the legs of Reading. Winchester is here to play. They don't disappoint the home crowd. That is one thing about them that you got to love.
And if you're Reading, you really got to settle in and be more confident with the ball. They're just not strong enough with the ball quite yet. For a defense as good as Winchester's, that's too easy. That's way too easy.
Burbine wanted that. He had the wide open corner, but he definitely wanted to finish that one tough.
Yeah.
Defense is so aggressive by Winchester right off the cuff.
And if Ryan didn't block that, Sarpong was going to too.
He was right there.
Got to be careful with the side-to-side pass like that.
Oh, Burbine wants it.
Wow.
Burbine gets it.
Oh, wow.
And just like that, Winchester is up 10. We have less than 3 minutes cooked off the clock. It's 5:09 here, and the student section is already chanting. They're cheering and wooing. Tom, what did you like out of that first 3 minutes there?
Winchester's defense is just tough. I mean, they pick you up at half court. They don't let you get anything north to south. They're just forcing you east to west the whole time. I mean, if you're Reading, you can't get any forward progress off the dribble.
So far, it's been the dominant performance you expect from the number one team in the Middlesex League. So Winchester is 5-0 against the rest of the league. That league includes, of course, Reading, who is here today. They are not ranked highly in this Middlesex League, but at the same time, being ranked highly like Winchester says a lot. I mean, the Boston Globe has them ranked number 13, and they're ranked number 18 within the state. So this isn't a regular matchup. This is a David and Goliath story.
Yeah, 18th in the state is nothing to scoff at. I mean, that's a serious good team, man. There's a lot of basketball in the state.
And as the Boston Globe pointed out recently, a big part of them being ranked 18 is they lost two of their best players. One of them who was a college commit, and then the other one who transferred to a private school. Wow. So a big-time aggressive steal. What hustle here by Winchester right off the cuff.
So those first 3 minutes, Winchester played man defense, picking up hard at half court. And then when the Reading coach called a timeout to make an adjustment for the man defense, that's when Winchester switched right to his zone defense. I mean, he's a step ahead right now, Winchester's coach, because that's a hard thing to do, to just come out prepared for the man if you're the Reading offense and then instantly get a different look on defense.
And that was a fantastic pass and look by Burbine to Sarpong on the inside. That was a very good-looking play.
Yeah, Sarpong's going to get whatever he wants on the inside. He's much, much bigger than those guys.
And we want to give some credit to John Fleming, of course, right now. That's the head coach of Winchester, who has created a tremendous program. Ooh, what a good move.
See, this is going to be the whole game if Reading's not careful. I mean, they really got to tap in and box out.
Sarpong is getting anything he wants off the glass right now.
Yeah. I mean, through no fault of Reading's, they're just not big enough yet. You know what I mean? It's just the roster.
It will take a lot more effort in the box out if they're going to have any kind of impact on slowing Sarpong down. But right now, it looks like they're only giving that to number 15. That's Sean Duras.
But I think even, we're up here in the stands, but it looks like even Dawson English would be the tallest player on Reading as well. So I mean, not only is Sarpong bigger, but Dawson English would be the biggest player on the court if Sarpong was off.
Will Schutz looks to get the ball on the inside. Reading trying to pass around. Aggressive defense by Ryan.
Ryan sits down.
He's getting low.
Yeah. And this is just good defense, man. Nothing easy.
There is a hand everywhere. Sarpong was right there.
Right on the board. And there's our guy Shoot with the pass, with the assist.
Getting this game going.
And he's creating for others.
There's a quarterback on the court, folks.
Someone's going to have to be confident with the ball, if Reading wants to be able to score.
Especially when they're facing off against both English and Burbine. The kids out here are calling him Hab, the H-A-B for Harrison Burbine.
Okay.
When you hear the Hab yell, that's just him getting the woo.
Okay, that's useful. That's a nice look, too.
Outlet pass is good. That was a great play there. Reading with 4 points.
Right. And if you're Reading, you got to try and create as many easy baskets like that in transition as you can.
Wow. That was almost a takeaway by Reading. Good cleanup there.
Burbine's so good getting to the hoop.
Harrison Burbine with the and one, taking him to the line.
Yeah, there's barely even a move there. I mean, it's just a quick first step on a hesitation and then just straight to the rim and great touch.
He's got good confidence in his game. He's been working on it. One of the big keys to Burbine's success was that he was the six-man role last year. That was the team that went all the way to the playoffs and had a really good first-round matchup. But Burbine stepped up knowing that he lost two big initiators on the offense last year. So he said he took a little bit from those guys' game and tried to add it to his own bag.
And you can see it. I mean, he has a very complete offensive game in which he can score from seemingly each level. He's got great touch with the rim. He's got a nice little mid-range step back that he takes, and he's got a good three-point shot. And here they are. Definitely. Seems like they're dropping back a little bit on the defense again.
We definitely want to see some offense here from Reading. It's an important possession to try and get some momentum.
Right. We also had a sub. Number 20, Max Phillips, is in the game now.
That was a great touch and take there by, I want to say that was their captain for Reading, number 2. Way to find some space and get a bucket up.
Cooper Dean.
Great steal there by Will Schutz. Good anticipation on that pass.
Yeah, you don't want to leave your feet when you're driving in like that. You gotta make your decision before you leave your feet.
Big time three and a big time rebound by Sarpong.
Yeah, uncontested.
His arms go up to the rim.
Yeah, wow.
He met that right there. Burbine for 3.
I don't mind that shot at all, though. I mean, there was no contest there. Reading kind of sagged.
No, he's earned that green light on this team.
Yeah, I agree.
And that was a foul going to be on, I want to say Sarpong. Waiting for the call to come through.
Number 20.
Oh, that will actually be...
That is Max Phillips, who just checked in the game.
Just checked in, got his first foul. Wonder if he will keep him in. Looks like they're going to keep him in, let him play through.
It was number 5, Nico Ames. He's doing a nice job pushing the ball so far. Like I said earlier, if they're going to be playing such good aggressive defense, if you're Reading, you're going to need to be able to create those looks in transition.
Way to draw the foul there by Dean.
And we've seen this in a few games where as soon as Sarpong comes off the court, teams are really forcing it right at the rim.
Everybody gets a lot more aggressive when they see him get his breather. Right. It's an important chance for them to get to the rim and, more importantly, get some points at the line like right now.
Right.
So number 2, Cooper Dean, makes his first one.
Yeah. Number 12, Declan Ross often is Sarpong's backup. He does a nice job. He's also a good physical player. He just doesn't quite have the length that Sarpong does.
Yeah, you can't teach length.
Right.
He's really, really providing when they need him to.
Yeah.
And he knocks down the second one. That's going to be 8-12 here.
So Reading, after being down, 10-0, is now on an 8-2 run.
Yeah, it's a really important thing to know. And there he goes again.
Yeah.
But once again, just having his way.
But good resilience from Reading, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
You're in a good, you're in an away game with a serious, good crowd. You go down quickly early. It can be easy to kind of just get run out of the gym instantly.
No, but they're keeping this a game, and that's what's important.
Right. No, credit to them for staying in.
And Burbine with the rebound. He's bringing it up, looking to break down his man, find his goal.
Yeah. Reading staying in the man. And they're doing a nice job, too, of making Winchester start early. They just don't have much help defense.
What a great pass out, and that was an air ball by Winchester.
Declan Ross with the offensive rebound. Nice move.
Oh, great take by Declan.
Oh, way to force the issue. Good footwork. A nice little pump fake and step through.
Yeah, just very, very well played. He drew the foul. He's going to the line.
Ross wants to do a big style.
It was fantastic concentration here. And like you're saying, giving credit to Reading for the defense that they've played. Obviously, you're playing the #1 team in your division, your league. But at the same time, you've got to recognize that there's going to be some physical disadvantages here. So you're going to have to make up for it in other ways, shooting, whatever that may be. Sarpong's checking in right now, so you only had about 2 minutes here in that first quarter. You really got to work it. More about 90 seconds, really. So and as they continue moving forward, what do you think the key for Reading to stay in this game is going to be?
At some point, you're going to have to be willing to shoot from the perimeter. I don't know that they've attempted a 3 yet. So at some point, you have to be willing to shoot a 3. And that's also going to come from continuing what they're doing right now, which is trying to get to the rim. You got to get a couple driving kicks, and you got to be able to make your shots, and you have to be confident beyond just one guy. So number 3, the senior shoot, is out right now. Someone else has to create a little bit too.
That's exactly the point we want to find out, is where this offense is going to come from. Cooper Dean keeps it going.
Yeah, that looked like it was either a tip or, sometimes the hand is part of the ball, something like that, But
student section chanting air ball.
Yeah. Well, they're going to let you know. They do a good job.
Yeah, the red and black are really, really good about keeping their boys fired up and supported.
That's their job. Nice little set here.
Winchester getting open looks.
I wonder if Evan Wilson expected to be as open as he was coming off that screen, because he had a look if he wanted it.
Ooh, try to be clever with a little bounce pass there.
Yeah, I think that was a good idea from Fiorentino. He was maybe one dribble late.
Yeah.
Ooh, good hands.
Oh, great rebounding effort by Winchester there. That was a team effort. Going to Sarpong in the middle. He spins up one.
And that's 2 blocks for Devin Ryan in the first quarter. He's the smallest guy on the court. He's the rim protector.
That's exactly how you earn your starting spot.
Yeah, really.
That's exactly what you want to see, guys.
Yeah.
Fantastic aggression by Winchester. Oh, big time 3. That was number 12.
Big answer. Quinn Baxt. But that's what I'm saying. I mean, you're going to have some type of perimeter game. Force him to guard you out there.
And with about 10 seconds left in this first quarter, Adam Fiorentino figures out his play.
Nice move.
Great cut to the basket.
Nice move. A lot of contact there.
Yeah, that was a really aggressive play. Ooh, that was a close one. That was a
nice attempt from Baxt.
So our final score at the end of the first quarter is 17-11. Winchester up 6, and it has not been easy. I'll say this much: very physical, very, very contested game. But I'll give credit to the refs; they've let them play through a lot so far.
Yeah, I agree.
I want to say that at this point, if Reading can get that 3-point shot going, it doesn't feel like this game is out of reach by any means.
No, I agree.
It was our first 3-point attempt just now, and it went in, if not our second 3-point attempt. So I mean, Reading is right there. It's a 2-possession game.
It was number 12 who hit the 3 on the second to last possession of the quarter, and then he took the heave towards the end.
Oh, and that heave was
that looked man. He didn't back rim.
It looked good. I think we were all holding our breath for a second.
Yeah.
Now, Carson Sarpong is one of the big 3 that comes here for the trio in Winchester. Absolute stud, physical phenomenon, of course, but he's really shown some growth over the years, and he's settled down. He's averaging 7 points, 10 rebounds, 2 blocks per game. The reason I brought it up is because at last year's playoff game, he was quoted to say that last year boiled down to us not playing as a team, and this year we're trying not to play as 5 individuals, which is a really big key to success if they want to have a good postseason again.
Yeah, I agree. And one thing it's interesting about that, they a few times forced it into him in the post when he wasn't even obviously open, so I don't know if that was a point coming from coaching or what, but they were clearly making a point to like really get him the ball, even when it wasn't an obvious look. Oh, yeah, clearly on number 10, he extended both of his arms.
Yeah.
And there's our guy.
Are we waving off the basket is the question.
Looks like it.
Oh, that's gotta hurt. It's gotta hurt Reading, but I only want to give point that it hurts Reading because our that three-pointer, he pointed at Harrison.
Oh, no, they did count it.
Okay. He pointed at Harrison after he hit that three-pointer.
Okay.
The tensions are building.
Okay. Yeah, Reading not being run out of the gym, though. Gotta give him credit.
Exactly. Keeping it at a one-possession game.
Yeah. That was a pretty easy foul, though, to call.
Definitely.
He definitely extended both arms. But yeah, another thing about Sarpong, oh, wow. See, he just got a green light. And he just responds to him.
He's not afraid. Yeah, he's not afraid. If you're gonna hit him with a three-point celly, he's got to get his back.
Right. Oh. And he also defends, man.
Yeah, this is an important part of the big three. It's Harrison Burbine, it's Dawson English, and Sarpong. That's the 3 trio that makes Winchester move.
Yeah. So Sarpong, and this is what I was going to say before, is great look. Wow.
Oh, English, you got to finish that one.
That's a gorgeous pass from Burbine, too. That's a tough ball to throw. Catch the guy running full speed. I mean, it's also a hard, spot to score in because you're running full speed, so to catch, turn, and get it with the touch, going in full, it's not as easy
as
it
sounds. It's a big play, for sure. No, it is a big-time play, and that ball had some heat on it.
Yeah. But Sarpong, 0 fouls in the first quarters, because when they lost that game in the playoffs last year, the issue was fouling for him, where he had to leave the game with what? It was, I don't remember exactly.
Probably the last 30 seconds or so,
but some crucial time towards the end of the game, he missed because of fouls. And so, seeing him kind of clean that up and be more cognizant of where he is and where his hands are is really good.
Exactly. And that's kind of growth you need from a 6'8", wing like him that's just able to do a lot for your team.
Yeah. I was honestly surprised to see that he's only averaging 2 blocks on the scorecard. It feels like he alters every shot, even if he's only actually blocking 2.
He's got an impact no matter what. That's undoubtable. And it looks like there's going to be another foul here on Will Schutz.
Surprised they called that on the floor.
That'll be his first foul.
NBA, that's a gather. That's
I was thinking the same thing. Sarpong taking in on Will Schutz. Good double team by Reading, and Sarpong puts it up anyways. He is not afraid.
Yeah, I mean, he's a foot taller than his defender. You can't blame him.
That's good patience by Fiorentino. Unfortunately, wasn't able to put it down. Reading pushing the rocket.
Oh, he walked. Yeah.
Great call by the refs there.
Right. But again, Reading pressing the issue in transition. That's what they're going to have to do if they want to stay in it. Because they're having a real hard time playing in the half court.
Now, the Reading Rockets definitely want to win this game. The girls' team lost by 1 point only 30 minutes ago. It was a heartbreaker, absolute big-time win for the Winchester Lady Red and Black as they surmounted a huge comeback. Pass off to Sarpong. That's going to be a foul.
So Reading picked up that possession. Full court man just went trying to force Burbine all the way to the sideline. He did a nice job getting downhill, but then sometimes the defense is almost trying to get you to kind of rush into the lane like that. Like they're trying to funnel you in rather than let you kind of set up your defense. Burbine kind of bit and then almost lost the ball. Got lucky that Sarpong got it back.
Yeah, it looked like a big miscommunication between the two of them too on that little pass there.
And it's also when you're a player of the caliber of Burbine, it's easy to just see an open lane like that and think okay, I can get downhill. Why wouldn't I? But sometimes you kind of have to be a bit more restrained and then just take it out.
Yeah, acknowledge that the defense is setting you up sometimes. Big time 3.
Right. Because they want you to kind of be out of sorts and make kind of quicker, rash decisions.
That was Jonathan Cutler for Reading with the 3. Big time defense by Reading following it up. What a big block on English.
Yeah, Reading's really settled in here in the second quarter. Really the second half of the first quarters, and then since then.
Oh, confident shot!
And this is what I was talking about, man. All of a sudden, Reading's hitting their perimeter shots, and this is an even game.
And it's a 1-point game, and the student section is quiet.
Right. But the Reading bench is up and loud.
That Reading chemistry right now, they're fired up.
Yes, it's not always, you don't always need to shoot it just because you can, you know.
Oh, and we went for the dunk. It's a high school game with momentum. You got to go for the dunk.
Yeah, I agree. And Irvine can always get those shots at the rim, but sometimes I think you do kind of have to slow it down more, you know?
No, that's a great point. I mean,
he's talented as he is.
Exactly. For somebody who knows that he can put that up whenever he wants, what's more important is realizing when is not the right time and when it's to give it to the guy who's open.
Yeah. I think you a little bit just kind of need to take your time, get into your sets, let the offense kind of create easier looks for you. Because we've seen Winchester has a lot of good stuff on both ends.
And Reading ties the game here with this first free throw attempt.
I also would like, I recognize that to start the game it's easy to have defensive intensity because you're all on fresh legs, but I would like to see Winchester kind of get back into that, aggressive first step over half court defense because they looked really good in those first few possessions, just really getting after it. And then, like I said, it's hard because you get fatigued, but they were creating turnovers like that.
Big time turnover here. Oh, and English fights for it back. Good fake. And he rushed it just a little bit.
Yeah.
He was excited because he knew he got the pump. And I got to correct myself earlier. That three-point by Reading was actually Dominic Pate, number 10. He hit that three that brought them within one. And now the game is down one. It's 21-22.
Yeah. We'll excuse you making an error, dude. You're doing a lot right now. For our viewers, Jack is operating the scoreboard and the camera and is also doing our play-by-play.
Now, Reading is looking to find their shot. Number 12, Quinn Backett. No, Quinn Bassett. Yeah, I almost read basket for a second.
Yeah.
Because he's feeling like a bucket so far.
Yeah, the Backstreet Boys.
Backstreet Boys are back.
Yeah, see, now they're kind of making a point to take it a bit slower. It's also, not for nothing, it's not that difficult to beat a man press when you have a ball handler who you're as confident in as Winchester would be with Burbine. Because it's, unless they're going to be doubling everything, you can kind of just give them the reins.
And another big block by Reading. They are handling the paint beautifully right now.
Yeah, they really are. They have a lot of blocked shots, too, for a team that is well undersized. They're doing a really good job blocking without fouling.
It's going to be big for Winchester to figure out how they can reclaim the lead on this.
Yeah.
Reading's going the side out. And bringing it up is Nico Ames, passing it around. Oh, good look there. Big time three. Oh, and that's how you draw a call right there. That's how you draw a call.
And if you're a coach there, that drives you crazy to foul down there.
You're nuts.
You have no business going for a steal all the way, the full length of the court, literally under the other basket.
That's the second foul. The fourth foul for Reading here.
Reading's player guarding the ball right now is a freshman, number 30, Joey Rock.
I got a lot of confidence in Joey.
Yeah, clearly.
Especially because they're going to leave him on Burbine. Big time putback.
And that's what Sarpong's going to do to you when he's this much bigger than everybody.
Sarpong reclaiming the lead for Winchester.
Yeah.
Hopefully going to convert this and one. It's an important thing for him, free throws this year. You can see a lot of time at the line, especially come the postseason. And that is off. It's going to be rebounded to Reading.
See how they'll kind of meet the man defense again. Not a lot of movement off ball from Reading if you watch.
Reading definitely likes
a little bit of screen away, but I mean, like what? Number 5, Nico Ames, didn't even move that possession. He was literally on the foul line extended on the far side the whole possession. I mean, they didn't even run a step there at all.
Will Shue wanted that back. He wants that back badly.
Yeah. But you wonder, I mean, like Reading's got to have just a baseline motion offense, you would think, to run there, even if you're not running like a specific set. That's a nice look from Sarpong.
Great play, great look from Sarpong. Unfortunately, it went right off of English's hands, but
yeah.
Good IQ there by Sarpong to get the open cutter.
And really good instinct from Dawson English to cut there as well, too. I mean, that's not like an obvious play to make, and it's just when you see it, it looks like great basketball, but he's got really good instincts off the ball, which is not easy. A lot of guys know what to do when they have the ball, but to have the instinct that way is really impressive, and not just an ordinary play. Yeah. That's a freshman move.
That was clean, too.
Yeah.
That was a clean defensive play.
Yep. Defense to offense.
And once again, just like nothing, Dawson English, smooth like butter.
Bringing our pants to their feet, too. And there's that Winchester aggressive man defense, man.
And we got a guy standing at the top of the key with there. Redding, there he goes. Now he's getting the ball. Wushu wanted it.
Yeah, Brady Kamenos for Redding, number 4. It's just standing in half court. But then
out of bounds.
It's a little dribble handoff here or there. It's a pick and roll here or there. But like their guys off the ball don't move. If you've got 3 guys watching that aren't part of the action, you're not going to be able to score easily because there's so much held defense.
And on top of that, you're not doing anything to Sarpong. You're not moving him out of the court.
That's a really good point.
You're kind of keeping him in play, letting him get exactly where he wants to be, which is under the basket.
No, I agree. Like, what are we doing? Not we, obviously, but, you know.
No. Redding wants threes. Oh, big-time rebound.
Oh, good pump, too.
Oh, fantastic play there by Redding.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to love that kind of basketball.
Yeah. Backstep ball.
When it's a broken play like that, you want to convert for the easy ones for sure.
Yeah.
Big three-point. That's a little bit off the mark there.
Maybe his shoulders weren't quite square.
You see him look at his hand. He knew his hand betrayed him.
That's okay. He'll get more looks. Bourbon quick grasp, but he's back in the game as well.
Yeah, Devin Ryan has been such an impact player today. I wanted to see him hit that 3 more than anybody.
Yeah. No, also I think it's interesting. Redding went away from the full court man defense when Bourbon was off the court, which is kind of strange because you would think, you know, with their best ball handler off the court, that's when you would want to pressure them the most.
Mm-hmm. Force them to make bad decisions.
Right. When in people they would be probably less confident in.
Foul on that play. Sarpong just a second ago almost got away with a great steal. He had a good reach in on a drive to the basket by Redding, but we're going to be going to the line here. Looks like that foul will be on number 14. That is Michael McDonald.
Yeah. And it's hard because you want to try and make a steal, but when he had done his job there, you know, you kind of funnel your guy into a shot blocker. Like, you kind of just have to be confident in Sarpong's ability to contest a shot there.
You just stand up straight.
Yeah, right.
Just hope he makes a mistake.
Yeah, you don't want to let him go, but in a sense you can, you know, when you have a player as talented on defense as Sarpong is.
And he converts both free throws. Redding reclaims the lead. And we are looking at a 1-point game going into a minute 30 at half. So much excitement here. Definitely not the game I think most people expected from Redding, whose record isn't optimized, but English with a 3-point attempt, and Redding is back in the transition.
Yeah. I don't think it's a bad shot at all, but I don't know if it's really Carson English's game to take that shot, you know?
Mm-hmm. No, he makes most of his bread under the boards, sure, kind of in the paint.
Because he's a great slasher, you know? He's when he puts his head down, he's great at the rim.
He's really good at using his length.
Yeah.
And we are back at the line. Once again, number 22 for Redding. That's Liam Roberts. Class of 2027, looking to get his shots up. And he has been perfect from the line so far, not trying to jinx him.
See if you get an announcer's curse.
I just want to see if I got that influence.
Yeah, right. Kevin Harlan, Mike Green, Jack Smith.
Bringing him in. Evan Wilson has just subbed into the game for Devin Ryan. No, sorry, Devin Ryan is still out there. No, Devin Ryan did come out. That was Evan Wilson subbed in for him. Yep.
Red and black will be heard.
Red and
Prenz is known.
Red and black want to end the first half with the lead. You know they do. English going for the up and under.
A lot of contact.
Sarpong getting aggressive. Oh, and the block by Redding.
Yeah, Redding's all over, man. Redding, great hands on defense on the interior.
Redding has been playing so aggressive tonight.
And their guards are blocking shots, man. They're giving up a foot of height on Sarpong, and they're blocking these shots.
Sarpong's done. Sarpong is doing his absolute best to get these shots up, and he's fighting on the boards like nobody's business, but he needs to keep the ball a little higher,
right,
and do himself the service of length.
Right.
That ball, when his arms are in the air, I mean, it literally goes to the edge of the rim. So.
Right. And perhaps a pump fake here and there.
Now there's 47.8 remaining here, and it looks like they're trying to force it into Sarpong. Able to get it to Burbine at the top.
Yeah.
Almost a takeaway by Redding.
Yeah, if I was Redding, I'd be doubling Burbine on the pick and roll too. You know,
English going to his offensive bag, just a classic clean shot inside.
Yeah, and that's what we were talking about too. Is English being able to get to the rim like that?
Reading loves to shoot threes. English with an easy one.
It's good basketball, man.
Way to find an open lane and way to be running hard, English. Get those easy baskets.
Winchester back up 1.
Ooh, that was a close one. Front rim. And that one's past the buzzer. So going into halftime, officially, Winchester has taken a 1-point lead. They did it right there in the last 30 seconds if you missed it. It has been a fantastic back and forth here between Reading and Winchester. Tom, what are you thinking?
I think Reading was able to kind of keep their heads about them after they kind of took a couple punches early. So they settled in. They kind of got more confident with the ball. They had a bunch of turnovers early, but once they were able to kind of start digging into the offense a little bit, a couple kick-out threes, they seemed much more confident in the second quarter, I thought.
Yeah, I was going to say, it felt like at first they were just trying to get their footing here with everybody dressed up in red, white, and blue, and you know that you're kind of already on the road, but honestly, it was really impressive the way that Reading established their ground and then took the lead and kind of put Winchester on their back heels for a little bit. It was great offense.
I was thinking that as well. There was a point in the second quarter in which it almost felt like Reading was the home team and Winchester was on the road.
We got about 9 minutes here at halftime. I just want to take a moment to appreciate the people bringing you coverage like this today. Coverage for this game is brought to you by WinCam. That's Winchester's public access station. And we're excited to launch a sponsorship program giving local business a meaningful way to support the voices, stories, and events that make Winchester thrive. Want us to give your business a shout out here? Well, check out wincam.org/sponsorships for opportunities like this and much more. Again, that's wincam.org/sponsorships. Now, we've got 8 minutes, 40 seconds remaining in halftime. We will be coming right back to you around then. I'm Jack Hamilton Smith, and this is Tom Ross.
Debbie's mom or
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are back in action for the second half here with Winchester versus Reading. I am here, Jack Hamilton-Smith, with Tom Ross for this second half of action. Tom, what were you thinking about that as we just took our break here going into the half?
So I think the number one thing that would stand out to someone watching this game right now is that Burbine's been a bit more passive than we're used to. They were able to speed him up a little bit, and I think he had probably 2 turnovers where after that you saw him be a bit more passive, less assertive than you're used to seeing. So you got to expect him to get back into the game more than he was for those last few minutes of the second quarter.
Yeah, I could agree with that. I think going into the fourth quarter specifically is usually Burbine time, so hopefully we get to see him kind of get into his bag and fully flesh out the offense. But
yeah. And I think a guy of that caliber, you trust him to not get too into his own head and take himself out for a whole game. I mean, he made some mistakes early, but he's a good enough player where you expect him to get back into the game, leave his usual footprint.
Yeah, having the 1-point lead now makes a huge difference, of course, but knowing that he's not hitting his averages is exactly why you got a lot of confidence.
Right.
He got him jumping off that move real quick. He's definitely in his bag. He's feeling himself.
Ooh, and that's a good look, though, and you want to take that every time. So this was actually one thing I wrote down in my notes during halftime. Is number 5, Nico Ames, does a really nice job pushing the ball. Instantly on it, and he's talking too. He's feeling it too. But they get a long defensive rebound, they get a turnover. He's really good about just pushing the pace. He creates good looks off of it. Does a really nice job. And he did it right there.
And I think we all understand exactly what it would mean for Reading to come in here and win, knowing that you're ranked 11th in this league and you're going against the number 1 team,
undefeated team
on top of that, especially. Yeah. And there he goes. He is playing aggressive. Way to give out some credit to Nico, who's really looking comfortable with the ball in his hands. That's a big part of it.
Yeah. No, look, he's a nice player, and he's decisive on the break, and that really matters. It really matters for them, going against a good defense.
It looks like the home crowd was not a fan of that call. Student section made sure they expressed that one. And 29-30 with a little under 7 minutes to go in the third quarter, and he nails the first one.
Yep.
That's Captain Will Schutz at the line, trying to keep his team on track as they work to steal a win off of Winchester today.
Yep.
Converts them both.
He's got mint green sneakers. When I played high school basketball, we all had the same sneakers. We were blue and white. We all had to wear the same sneakers. But
yeah, he's got a little bit of flash going on.
Kids these days.
Winchester swings the rock around, looking to get inside the Sarpong.
Yep.
Fantastic defense there. He had Nico, the smaller man, mouse in the house, and yet Nico fought away for it. And the big three by Redding. That is captain number 2, Cooper Dean, knocking it down. That was a huge shot.
And another assist from Nico Ames. He's doing a great job finding guys on the break.
And Coach Fleming wants a timeout there. Good call. He wants to get his troops assembled back and calm down.
And now this is almost the exact opposite of how the first half started. As Redding's coming out into the second half, just, guns blazing.
It's a fantastic point. Honestly, Redding really did establish a tone to end the first half of play. So to see them pick up exactly where they left off, keep that offense aggressive, and more importantly, not let Sarpong have any breathing room. I mean, they attacked him as soon as that ball came on the inside, got a quick conversion.
Yeah. They're playing with 4 good shooters out there and Sarpong on the inside. Maybe move Sarpong out, use him as a screen setter more so that you have an open lane, because right now it's just so congested on the inside. Force him to guard you on the outside, open up that lane a little bit if you're Winchester.
No, and I think it would make a lot of sense to see a little bit more action, a little bit more variation on Winchester's side right now.
Right.
Not that we both don't believe in Harrison Burbine to get his offense going, but at the same time, they're really putting the pressure on him, and he wants to hit threes. He's a little frustrated right now, you can tell.
And also, not for nothing, make it easier for him. You can scheme him looks here and there. Actually, they just took him out.
No,
He looks frustrated. Maybe he's in pain or something, but something's up.
He's definitely not playing to his normal explosiveness.
Right. You're used to him playing really well. There's a nice little set though off the inbound. Almost got a look in the far corner.
Completely different unit out here. I mean, aside from, or actually, I guess it looks like it's the entire starting lineup minus Burbine.
Wow. Didn't look like a foul to me there from Will Shoup, but I also thought he got away with one earlier in the possession. A lot of the time, if you go for a steal with your inside shoulder, like he reached with his right arm, and so his shoulder comes across Dawson English's body, they're going to call that each time because he's kind of fully committed to the body contact. I thought he got away with one earlier in the possession, and then he kind of got a clean steal that they called a foul later, maybe as a makeup.
Refs definitely like to do that.
Yeah. But they got a better angle than I do, so who knows?
Ooh, that was a nice, tough take there. It just wasn't a good finish.
And that's been kind of the theme of the game, has been Redding undersized but doing a great job protecting the rim.
Great defense by Sarpong there. He stayed with him step for step, and he didn't give him any room.
Yeah, it's too easy. It's way too easy. He didn't have the step on him at all. Sarpong's blocking that every time.
We got 5 minutes, 49 seconds remaining as Redding looks to inbound the ball.
That was Max Phillips with the tip out. He got away with a little bit of a tug of the jersey, but like we've been saying, they've been letting him play physical the whole game, so you let that one go. There's Nico Ames. Guarded by pesky number 3, Devin Ryan.
Oh, and the school chant has begun.
Yeah. And you need that. Something to give you guys a little spark.
Ooh, that was a good move there. And Sarpong stayed with him. That was great defense by Sarpong not to get lost.
Yeah. I mean, respect to Bax for going right back at Sarpong after getting a shot block like that. I mean, he had a step on him that time.
English with the easy find underneath. That was a fantastic finish there. I believe that's our freshman we keep giving credit to. Number 20, Max Phillips there.
Yeah. And that's a nice finish, too. A little up and under.
Yeah, it was. He did that in air. It was almost an oop.
Burbine is back.
Oh, you see him come on, enter Burbine.
Yeah. He was real frustrated going to the bench last time. So
yeah, you can tell he was frustrated being pulled off this early in the third.
Sure. I wonder what the look is that Coach Fleming was thinking there that he wasn't seeing. Because a short bench like that, maybe he was kind of making a point. It's a good shot. Wow.
Great rebound. Huge save there by English. Burbine is frustrated with his game right now. He wants to see one go up.
Yeah.
And there's a foul.
It's unlike him,
Yeah, he's not playing as cool and as confident as he would like to be right now, but
right.
it's weird to see him express so much.
Yeah. It's even a bit less decisive than it usually is, too. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of the hang and the dribble, but like I was saying earlier about Redding, like, he's kind of doing a lot of east to west, when usually he's a pretty decisive driver. Redding's also been jawing, too, so that probably plays a point, too.
Great lay there once again by number 20. Yep, Max Phillips is really making impact minutes here.
Yeah, and that was a thing I was wondering about during halftime as well, where we saw English and Sarpong kind of have their usual impact, but when you were missing it from Burbine, you kind of had to wonder, who is that going to be to kind of contribute the other points, that you're expecting from Burbine? So far, it's been Phillips. He's got 4 quick ones in the last 2 minutes. Winchester dropped back in the 2-3 that last possession. They seem to be matching back up, though, in man now. No, it's a 2-3. So if you're Reading, you got to get a guy in the middle, and you have to try and get it in and out and beat this by passing. You're not going to just beat this off the dribble.
And there you go, trying to beat them dribble.
Right.
Quick recovery by Winchester there. It was very nicely done.
And Winchester's got great speed on defense too. I mean, when you play a 2-3, you don't expect it to be so swarming, and make it so difficult, even on the perimeter. It's really impressive the way that they get after the ball,
especially on a broken play like that one was.
Right. Because if you can be so swarming, but then still kind of have the solidness of the back end of the 2-3, it's really hard to beat.
There goes Sarpong with his classic big man play. It's what we've been waiting on, is a little nice pitch to the inside.
And keeping that ball up high, like you said earlier.
Exactly, and immediately it was an easy bucket, so we're happy to see the adjustment by Carson.
Right.
Tie game here, 35-35, and a timeout by Reading. So we're going to see what Coach cooks up here as we get our boys reassembled, settled in.
Yeah, so Reading's Coach Morrissey has got to draw something up against the 2-3. You have to be able to get the ball from the top of the key or the wing into the post, have your other big man drive, or the big man who doesn't have the ball. Ideally, your power forward has the ball at the free throw line or the foul line extended. Your other, probably your 5-man, has to be able to dive inside to draw some of the interior defenders towards him. And then you just got to be able to move the ball decisively and quickly and make open shots. But you're never going to beat it just by moving the ball around the perimeter. You have to get the ball into the high post somehow.
And knowing Coach Fleming, there's a really, really good chance that they're going to come out of this in man, completely change up everything that they just talked about.
I love that when he did that earlier. I thought that was brilliant.
It's the beauty of his play style. He's going to throw a lot of different looks at you because he knows that high schoolers are going to get frustrated quickly, so he's good about that.
And that's part of it, man. It's a chess match.
Now, Reading with the side out, looking to inbound the ball here.
And before when they did that, they switched to a 2-2-1, actually, to the press that they haven't gone back to.
Reading is back there with the ball movement, doing exactly what we just talked about, trying to be quick and decisive.
Right.
They find the open 3, bang! Just like that, 35-38, Reading with the beautiful adjustment.
Yeah, look, a team that knows how to swing the ball is going to shoot you out of a 2-3. That's kind of what you're giving up. I mean, and if you're Winchester, and Fleming does a great job, so this is not to question him at all, but if you're Winchester, you kind of wonder, why do you need to be in a 2-3 when you have the size advantage already? Often a 2-3 is just to kind of try and get a rebounding advantage back.
And Reading swings the ball around again, doing a really good job of being decisive with the pass. Going for another shot, a pull-up attempt. It's a great, easy rebound by Sarpong. Falls right into his hands. Burbine bringing the ball up, trying to get some kind of bag going.
Yeah.
He goes to a mid-range. His shot is just not falling.
Yeah.
But big-time putback by Sarpong, who gets the foul attempt. He's going to the line, hopefully converting the and-one to tie this game back up.
He's been the best player on the court all night.
And he does that without really being a defensive or offensive impact. I mean, these are the first consecutive buckets we've gotten from him all night. But he's made himself one of the most important players for both scouting reports.
Yeah, for sure.
And he converts the and-one. It's a huge, huge free throw.
Yeah, and there we go. So now they're back in the 2-2-1.
Yeah, this is a great move by Fleming, kind of changing up the look again. Once you get comfortable, he wants to reevaluate and make you reconsider.
Right. And so they drop back from the 2-2-1 press back into the 2-3, which kind of makes sense.
Tries to find the cutter underneath. Good kick out. Great kick out there. And
got to make open looks.
Yeah, it was just a great look miss.
Yeah.
Burbine in transition. He's going hard. And he gets his bucket. He needed that one.
Yeah.
That was just a get-right bucket.
Yeah, brought a lot of the fans to their feet, too. I think a lot of people were kind of expecting him to start making his moves.
Oh, and a little bit physical there on that play. Looks like it's going to be a foul on number 1, Adam Florentino.
Yeah. You also kind of have to use one of these trapping zone defenses sparingly because people will figure it out, and so you kind of have to use it here and there, but then pull it off because part of the appeal of the trap is the kind of element of surprise and being able to catch a guy as soon as he gets the ball over half court. If you're not going to get that, or if they know kind of which spots to avoid, the efficacy of the trap kind of
that's a great point.
off.
That's a great point, mainly because we've already seen Reading adapt so well, so quickly. And that was a good look there, just a missed opportunity.
Yeah.
And it's, again, Reading just taking advantage of shredding that zone out, shredding the good shots.
Right. Yeah, I think the zone has kind of run its course. And when you run man defense as well as Winchester does, I don't really understand why you sit back in the zone.
Sarpong fights for the rebound, English fights for the rebound, and Reading comes up with it. Running in transition, they go out to the three.
Oh. Reading's really cooled off.
Great rebound there, and patience by Will Schutz. Yeah, that was fantastic QB IQ right there. And that's a leader of the team right there. That's exactly why Will Schutz has been the guy for so long at Reading. Oh, good defensive jump.
Dominic Pate.
Pate almost got the steal there on English.
Yeah.
English looking to take Pate. Goes over the screen. Pate is on the ground.
Yeah, it looks like their feet kind of got tangled up. It's a nice little move. Number 10.
Sarpong fights for the board. Oh, and that's going to be huge battle. Great play by Will Schutz to tie him up. He is fired up right now.
And rightfully so, man. He's giving up a lot of height there.
Will Schutz is an absolute competitor. I've seen him play against Shawsheen. I've seen him play against Winchester. It doesn't matter the adversity. He could be playing the best team in the nation. He's going to think he's got it. Yeah, and that's what I like about him.
Both refs just told him to quiet down a little bit.
Yeah, Reading is fired up. They've been jawing for a minute.
Right. Yeah, they came in jawing, actually. They were early.
But you've got the entire student section dressed in red, white, and blue.
Sure.
They're treating you like the villains. You got you got to play the role up.
Right.
Reading's swinging the rock around.
Burbine also just left and came back in quickly again.
Great block by Sarpong, but he stepped out of bounds on the recovery.
Yeah.
Oh, Sarpong.
It's 2 blocks this quarter.
Yeah, you've got the whole bench fired up. You've got the whole student section on their feet.
Student section is contesting a out-of-bounds call. It's not like you got called around the foul there. I mean, they're on the far side of the court.
Yeah, they definitely did
about a baseline out of bounds. Not certain they had the angle.
You love the blind confidence they got in the boys, though.
You know, you got it. Yeah. Winchester back in man.
Big time shot by Will Schutz.
Reading's gone ice cold from the perimeter too, because they've gotten a bunch of good looks against. Honestly, each of Winchester's different looks, different defensive looks.
Exactly. No, they've adapted really well to all the zones, everything that Winchester's thrown at them.
Just missing them.
And correction, that three-point attempt was by Bradley Komenos, who really had that one.
Wow. So you just kind of expect Burbine to make these shots, you know?
Trying to get the ball up ahead. There's no time, and that's going to be a tie ball game. We're looking at 40-40 with 8 minutes left to play. I mean, we couldn't have asked for a better game here.
This is great.
Honestly, going into the fourth quarter, we have an absolute barn burner happening. So
yeah.
Now, as we've been saying, a lot of the keys to success here tonight are going to be obviously on the defensive end, but I think that comes down to who can adapt to the defense best, right? I mean, Winchester throws tons of different looks at you, and Reading has, without blinking an eye, really taken it in stride and moved forward. They've also shown a lot of different offensive packages to Winchester that's been really difficult for them to adapt to.
Right.
So,
and credit to Reading's coach because they didn't have a set against the 2-3 the first time they got a look at it. He called a timeout, he settled them down, he got a man on the high post, and then they instantly got a good look out of it.
Immediately was a bucket, and it helped put them back in momentum. So it is going to be a serious back and forth chess match like we were talking about between these two coaches.
Right. And Coach Fleming's done a nice job of kind of presenting them with a lot of different looks, but I think going into the fourth quarter, you kind of got to expect them to just kind of settle back, do the man defense. That's what they're good at. That's what they do most of the time. I think you do a nice job keeping Reading on their heels, keeping them, they have to take time to identify what defense they're playing against. But when it comes down to it, you kind of just have to do what you're good at. And I think for Winchester, they just do a great job playing aggressive man defense.
And when you've got the size and the length that Winchester has, it's going to be kind of hard to imagine they wouldn't really just trust their guys.
Right. Because they also, a lot of the time, their defenders just kind of like to funnel guys into Sarpong, which is, it works. It's effective.
Yeah, it's not a bad way to draw.
And half the time he doesn't get a block. Oh, great move from Burbine. Great move,
and a fantastic finish at the rim.
That's who he is, man. He's gonna get his.
Yeah, exactly what we're talking about. It's the fourth quarter. It's Burbine time.
Yeah. But just to finish the thought, they funnel a guy into Sarpong, and he doesn't even get a block because the player is totally deterred from even shooting, and so it just kills the drive before a shot attempt even goes up.
Yeah, so with 2 blocks a game, you get a lot of respect here, especially. So Sarpong gets that hesitation. That's really all you need.
Right. So now Reading is not doing what they did earlier to get good looks against the 2-3, which was put him in at the high post. So now we're just standing around the perimeter again.
Reading has fallen back into their bad habits, and Will shoots, chucks up a 3-point attempt. It was close, but no good.
You got to wonder what...
just turned the ball over in transition. Winchester got a little bit too fast. Actually, it looks like it's going to be a tip out by Reading. My apologies. So.
Yeah. And Coach Morrissey looks a bit dismayed on the sideline. He kind of gave his assistant coach a little shrug there. He turned back to the bench of confusion. I mean, you got to wonder.
Burbine taking it all away. Oh, and he drew the foul. That's going to be frustrating if you're Reading. I mean, that was really good defense all the way up to the rim.
Right. And that's good defense forcing a guy to the baseline, too. Oftentimes you want to use the baseline as an additional defender. We also saw a bunch of good buckets from number 12, Quinn Bax, in the first half, and he's had a relatively quiet second half. He was also one of their better perimeter shooters, so you got to wonder kind of where that's at as well. He's not on the court right now.
And it's going to play a huge role in how this game gets determined, of course.
Yeah, you would think so.
So 43-40, and Burbine goes up for his second free throw attempt. He sinks them both, takes a 2-possession lead over Reading now.
And then that's what happens when you have a player his caliber. Is like even his quiet games are ones where you're not getting the normal production from a guy like that. He's still getting his, and he's still going to finish with just a nice stat line.
Oh, great possession here by Reading. That was just good basketball. You drive, you kicked, you found your open shot, you just couldn't convert it.
Yeah, you can't coach it any better than that. You just got to kind of convert open looks.
That's exactly the thought. The team played well there. Oh, great block once again. That is number 4, Bradley Komenos for the Reading Rockets. I mean, Reading has been killing it on blocks today. I mean,
stunning.
Really, really been aggressive.
Yeah, I mean, even just watching the layup lines, that was like the first thing I said. I was like, oh, wow, they're much smaller. But they're protecting the rim, and they do a great job of that.
And it looks like it's going to be a timeout here for... I want to say that timeout is coming from Winchester's side.
I didn't see. I'm not sure.
It looks like it's a Winchester timeout, and I imagine they want to acknowledge the momentum they are building, but I'm assuming they want to continue to hold on to this lead as best as possible. So what do you expect Coach to be kind of telling the guys right here, Tom?
Which coach?
I'm talking about Coach Fleming.
Coach Fleming. I think you're probably talking more about defense than you are offense right now, because they're winning right now, but they're giving up a lot of open looks. They gotta kind of not get beat off the dribble, and the help's gotta be better without overcommitting off of shooters, because they're leaving guys open where you kind of have to imagine that eventually Reading's going to revert back to a mean and start making shots.
At a certain point, you got to hope that you keep this defensive pressure high. Reading will go back to that, ISO offense and collapse. But at this point in time, if Winchester wants to win this game, they're going to have to do it on the defensive end.
I agree.
Good pass in the in-by. Great steal by Reading. Good pass ahead. Can they convert? Oh, it's just way too much momentum. That's a really tough play to make.
Yeah.
And when you make it, it looks like that. That's exactly what it looks like.
That was crazy turnaround.
Yeah, that was a perfect pass and play by Winchester.
Yeah. And that's a 4-point swing there, too, because you should have had 2 points for Reading, and instead it's 2 points
bonus
to Winchester. Yeah,
it's bonus points, really. Reading is... Oh, that was close. That looked good.
And even with the miss there, I like that decision to try and get back to the rim, too. If Sarpong's out of position and... the 3-point shots haven't been falling. Like, if you can, you want to try and get an easier look like that. Just see one go through the net.
Stop the bleeding a little bit, get some momentum. You only got 6 minutes in this game.
Right. And you're still only down 6, even though the momentum has kind of shifted back. Like, this is a 2-possession game. It's important to not lose your head.
No, the big point, too, is that Reading has had open 3-point attempts. They just weren't able to convert them in this fourth quarter. So it'll be important to see if they continue to make good IQ plays.
Right. So now Winchester's back in that 2-3.
Again, switching up the looks. Great defense.
Yeah.
Winchester, hopefully with the turnover, it looks like that's going to be... That'll be a jump ball.
Yeah, Komenos is doing a little extra self there, too, where that was a normal tie ball, and I got pretty excited about it.
And actually, it looks like they may have called the timeout.
Oh, okay.
They may have called the timeout. Oh, and we are getting a little obscene here. Student section is yelling some profanities that I know for a fact they mentioned not to do at the beginning of the game.
Right.
But
you would think that would go without saying. You know, who knows? Who knows?
It's a fiery fan base here.
It's not with us.
All right, so it will be a timeout. Looks like the timeout was by Reading, so they got to save a little bit of clock and probably save that possession. So Reading will get the ball as we come back from this. I want to give credit to the fouls in this fourth quarter. Winchester has 0, and there's still a lot of time, of course, but it's a really big deal when you've made the defensive effort and you haven't done it by breaking any rules.
Right.
All right, Coach Fleming is sending out his starting lineup. So this was the starting lineup in the game to close it out here. Student section going back to a lot cleaner of a chant.
Yeah, I wonder if they heard something from the AD over there.
AD is standing right in front, trying to catch names, I guess.
Yeah, right.
And 5:34 remaining. It's a 6-point game. Reading is down with 2 possessions, looking to make a difference here. They try and swing the ball around, get an open 3-point shooter.
Yeah.
Oh, great aggression there.
Yeah, that's an easy call.
And immediately that first foul comes back, as I just claimed Winchester was doing a good job of.
And
but
3 different guys just went up to Carson Sarpong to tell him to stay vertical. I think he knows that.
Yeah.
It's not as easy as just telling him to do it. But,
No, number 5 for Reading and number 10 for Reading have both made a huge impact over the last couple of minutes. Nico Ames and Dominic Pate. And Nico specifically has played so ferocious. I mean, in this fourth quarter, he threw his whole body into Sarpong.
Yeah, he did.
It's hard to say Sarpong didn't even stand up straight.
Right. Got to make free throws, though.
Missed his first free throw. And he made the second one, and that quieted the student section.
And that was a long time between points for Reading. So you got to wonder if that'll kind of end the drought a little bit. And they play good defense. See if they can kind of get a tip or anything.
Exactly.
Get the ball rolling on defense a little bit as well.
You got to take credit for keeping Harrison real cold today. English with the shot. It was off. Oh, that was a bad pass. That was a little bit of a errant pass there.
Yeah. And they're double teaming Burbine on the pick and roll now.
And English is fouled at the line, going to the line, right under the rim. He got a good rebound attempt, and he was doubled, and he went for it. It was a really solid play by him.
Right. Reading's double teaming Burbine off the pick and roll, basically just trying to say someone else has to beat us, but he made a couple really decisive moves, got to the rim a couple times. You kind of see him picking up his momentum. You're like, fine, we're gonna force the ball into someone else's hands.
And when you're Winchester, you have guys that can beat them. I mean, you've got someone like English who gets to the line, who has a good bag and confidence. He averages 17 points per game. So you want to see, if you want to see Burbine, oh, there he goes. He almost got that rebound.
He just gave up. If you're Reading, especially the coach, you got to be fuming right now. The smallest player on the court just got an offensive rebound on a free throw.
And Adam Fiorentino with a nice layup.
Ourselves for Reading.
Reading is throwing the game away one play at a time. It's a little frustrating to be them right now, as that errant pass just went side out.
Coach took him out instantly. That was number 4 inbound of the ball. He took him out.
Brady was having a great game, so I know he's mad at himself on that one.
Yeah.
Now this game is still winnable for Reading. There's 4 minutes, 44 seconds remaining.
Right. Got shoot guard and Burbine. They chose not to double there, but kind of jump it.
They were worried about Sarpong rolling big time. It was a good read by Schutz to stay on the inside.
Right.
Not give up position.
Now Winchester's getting a little stagnant.
Sarpong with the big rebound. He's fighting for the board, and that's going to be out of bounds off of Sarpong.
Yeah.
So
Reading's got to be a bit more disciplined on the defensive boards, though. I mean, they're kind of just trying to jump with Sarpong. You're never going to get rebounds consistently that way. You have to box him out. You got to get a body on him and box him out before you ever
a couple bodies down there make a play.
Right. But at least if you have one on him, at least just try and. You're not just going to out-compete him vertically. You have to box him out. That was a great move from Nico Ames.
That was a beautiful drive.
Yeah.
Single-handedly said, let me just put this one on myself.
Right. No, he's fast. He's fast and strong, so getting to the rim like that.
Exactly. He knows how to throw his weight around, too. It's really impressive. It's 47-43. It is a 2-possession game. English looks to get his bag. Good dish out to Fiorentino for the 3!
And that was his first one. He's had a few three-point attempts, but hadn't made one up to that point. So good for him to get a make. And that's a crucial one.
Scores 52 to 43. Adam with a huge three-pointer. Reading looks to get the ball up. They're throwing the ball around quick and fast.
Right.
It's getting a little scary.
Sarpong running the break.
Sarpong all the way.
Wow.
Sarpong with the finish.
Sarpong off the dribble. Coach Morrissey just threw his water bottle.
A big-time two-way play like that has the entire fan base on their feet.
Yeah.
Fantastic move by Carson Sarpong. Absolute fan favorite.
Yeah. Yeah, look, Winchester dialed up the heat, played the press, and it took Reading totally out of sorts.
Yeah, Reading, really towards the end, that frustration started to surmount, and it looks like it was taken over.
Yeah. Yeah, they made a couple rash decisions. You know, you can't throw the ball out on a baseline inbounds after a basket. You know, you just kind of have to take the easier ones, you know? Like, you have to break it more methodically. You're never just going to, in a flash, break a press like that.
And obviously, it's important to score quickly, but
sure.
Errors start to compound, and you get to 11-point deficit out of nowhere.
Right, and it's also, it's the fourth quarter, so it feels like every possession is life or death, but it was the fourth quarter with 5 minutes left, you know, and you're down 6-8 points.
No, Fiorentino went for 5 straight points just a minute ago, and that really built the difference.
Right.
So
right.
Up until then, it could have been anybody's game.
Yeah, right. So you wonder what Reading's going to come out and do. They need to collect themselves. You really would expect a team to have more sets, though. Like a defined press break is kind of a baseline thing you would expect a varsity basketball team to have, and they don't really have one. They're kind of just jogging back and forth a little bit. But, you know, you should have a defined swing pass here.
That was almost turned over.
Right. And here we go again, man.
Oh. That's another turnover by Reading. Will Schutz, the quarterback, really thought that was a clean pass.
Right. Now Reading is faked like they were in a full court, man. They'll drop back. Well, credit to Winchester's defense, man. This is really what's going to have won them the game. More than, I mean, the shot started falling, which helps, obviously, but also they took Reading totally out of their element, and Reading hasn't been able to respond at all.
English cut into the basket, almost had a clean look. He's dribbling it out to clear out space. They got time on the clock, 15, less than 10 on the shot clock.
Nice extra pass from Sarpong.
Good movement, good ball movement. There is 5 seconds left on the shot clock.
You gotta shoot it.
English with the soft touch, doesn't go in, and the rebound back to Winchester. Fiorentino put it up, and that's going to be out on Reading. It looks like that'll be out on Reading.
Yeah.
It looks like the right call for sure.
Yeah, and Schutz frustrated with his teammates right now because he's the only one really fighting for rebounds under. You got to have other people swarming, especially on defense. I would get if it was an offensive foul, or rebound rather.
No, but once again, it was Devin Ryan getting that rebound.
He's everywhere, man.
Adam Fiorentino, one of the smallest guys in the court, diving in.
Yeah, that's a clear foul, though. See if Reading can get the ball past half court this time. Feels like it's been a long time.
Reading heaves it again.
Got him. Yeah.
Oh, and a turnover by Reading.
Yeah, I mean, look at Winchester, man.
No, Reading had exactly what they wanted. They spread out the court perfectly. They had 3 guys on the passer, 1 guy on the man under basket, and it turned it into turnover. Right,
but you see stuff like that, like even when they get the ball in the spot that they want, you've been sped up so much that you kind of, you fall out of bounds. You throw a pass, it gets deflected.
You catch the ball and you don't take a dribble.
Right. Burbine just wasting time now.
Burbine in control as this game has kind of gotten out of hand for Reading. Burbine going for 3. Sarpong with a big rebound.
This place would have gone nuts if he hit.
Oh, and Sarpong's rebound has the arena fired up. I mean, he hustled for that.
Yeah.
Burbine wants to just hit it a game winner, ice game right now.
Yeah.
There we go. Harrison with... There's 15 seconds on the shot clock.
Yeah.
Adam Fiorentino fighting for it. That's a turnover.
That was a walk on Nico Ames.
Nico Ames with a nice dime. And Burbine went for the charge.
Yeah.
But you're not going to get that call.
No, and that also, he clearly kind of embellished out of it, too. He tried for it. You respect the attempt.
You got to sell.
Clearly not a charge.
Yeah, he's active.
Right.
That was a fantastic play there by Nico.
Yeah. So the last time that we heard that chant, Winchester was only up 2 points, and then they instantly turned the ball over, and that was a very...
Yeah, Winchester loves to yell, start the buses.
I mean, 9 makes a bit more sense, but there's still a minute and a half left. But, last time they did that, and it was a 2-point game, and then they gave the ball back and gave up a real look for...
It got real quiet, that's for sure.
Yeah, what was that, Stoneham?
Yeah, that was Stoneham. That was against Stoneham. They silenced themselves quickly on the chants.
Right. But, got out with the win, and that's what matters.
Yeah, exactly.
But, maybe pump the brakes a little bit to the students on the start the bus chant. That's just me, though. I think if Reading does end up losing this game, you got to look at there was a stretch towards the end of the third quarter and the start of the fourth quarter where they had the looks that they wanted pretty consistently, and they just didn't make them. And sometimes that happens. Like that's not a coaching thing. It's just it's not even necessarily a talent thing. Just sometimes you kind of go cold. But they had a lot of good looks when they were swinging the ball against the 2-3 that they just didn't make. Nope, we got a little man around the baseline too.
Little buddy said, if you need an inbounder, I got you.
Right.
English inbounding the ball.
That was a collision there. I didn't see it. Good look.
Sarpong on the inside. He's going. And Carson Sarpong has the whole arena on their feet.
Point. Winchester dropped back off the press.
Big three-point attempt, and it's no good. And at this point, Winchester is chanting it out. The foul to stop some of the exhaustion that's going on here. Reading needs to reset.
It's fun to see from the Winchester fans. Good for them.
Oh, man, this has been a fantastic year for Winchester sports-wise. Their football team went to the Final Four. Their volleyball team went to playoffs. I mean, they're a winning organization through and through. And all game long, Reading was emotional and verbal and jawing, so it's no surprise that even in the last 50 seconds, we're going to get physical.
Yeah. And that also might be why the red and black went so hard just now, too. Good shot.
Great shot. And a lot of things to take away from. If you're Reading, a lot of positive things you can talk about, of course. You held Burbine to one of the worst games of his season.
Yeah, or at least worst halves.
Worst halves, yeah. One of the worst halves of his season. And then on top of that, you've got somebody like Nico Ames, class of 2027, who's been showing a lot of talent here.
He's a good player, man. He's been their most consistent player the whole time.
All night long, undoubtedly, yeah.
Yeah, because even when he wasn't really looking for his own shots, I feel like he kind of started looking for his own shot, mostly just during the fourth quarter. But he was creating a lot of good looks for other guys. He's got really nice passing instincts, good vision.
Yeah, I want to say if Fleming hadn't really frustrated Reading to the point of kind of turning the ball over, building up these errors the way they had, it would have been a really different fourth quarter.
Yeah, it could have been. I agree. And we never really saw number 12 Bax get back into the mix scoring-wise, which he did a nice job of in the first half. I haven't seen them play their other games, so I wonder how much kind of they usually expect from him. But it definitely, there was a presence there in the first half that wasn't in the second.
His stroke and his shot was looking really nice the entire first time. So in that first half, it could have been anything.
Yeah.
Now, Winchester is coming back into the game after the timeout with 48 seconds on the clock.
Yeah. Baxt is also a junior. So that's both Baxt and number 5, Nico.
Reading is officially out of timeouts. Oh, great defense! And he threw it right back into Winchester's hands.
Just catch the ball, plant your feet, man.
Take a moment, take a breather.
Yeah.
He rushed himself in there. Right. That was the perfect example of how this fourth quarter went for Reading.
Yeah, that's a good point.
They had so many opportunities, and they played great to earn them.
Right.
It's just a matter of converting, and converting isn't as easy as it seems all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, take your time. I mean, I like, don't take all the time.
Right. Yeah, 28 seconds left.
Right. Of course, but, at least come down with the ball.
Finish making your play. Exactly.
Yeah. There's another 2 points for Reading.
Yeah. Thank you for that.
There's no foul there. There it is. But yeah, Burbine got caught in an awkward spot right there. You never want to pick up the ball right over half court, because then you kind of use the half court line and the sideline.
Triple
defender. Yeah, right.
Exactly. And he did a really good job of being able to get that pass out. But
that's one of those things that you say a million times, and you know it as a player and you know it as a coach, and then you still get caught doing it, and everybody's mad about it. And it's like, you know better. You don't even have to say, especially to a guy like Burbine. Like, he knows better than that, but, you know, that's why they play the game.
Adam Fiorentino with one of two makes there.
Another good pass from Nico.
Beautiful corner three. Again, it's the talent was there for Reading. They could have done this.
Yeah, they could have used that earlier.
And clock is just running here.
There's been a couple times where there's been like away from the ball, guys getting knocked over, and you're just kind of seeing guys on the floor. You know?
Yeah, a lot of tossed bodies today.
Right.
It honestly was kind of a big call for the refs there on how many of these they felt like giving in on.
Sure.
It was definitely a lot of flopping, a lot of dramatizing.
Sure. See Devin Ryan take these two. Yeah, he made his presence known pretty early with 2 blocks in the first quarter, and was relatively quiet for a lot of the game.
He hit a couple of threes that were important on top of that, and he really came in here and earned that starting role today.
For sure.
You see Burbine as he daps up Fiorentino, just kind of giving them a congratulations on this well-earned battle here.
Yeah.
Burbine don't. And he chose not to.
That was the right decision. And
that was a close one there.
That would have been questionable.
The team is flooding the court right now.
Great win for Winchester. You know, they were tested. Reading played up to their competition. You know, but it was their defense that I think ultimately won them this game.
Undoubtedly a fantastic night for high school hoops. Here at WinCam, we want to celebrate every W that is offered to us, and we want to take this opportunity to bring you coverage and shout out those who bring you coverage. So if you're interested in joining WinCam and its public access influence, support voices, stories, and events that make us thrive, go and check out wincam.org/sponsorships. I'm Jack Smith. You're with Tom Ross. Tom, any final thoughts before we wrap up for the people at home?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's why Winchester is undefeated. They're a great defensive team. They got a lot of good guys on offense, and they have different players who can win them games. Because a lot of this game was Sarpong when you weren't getting it from Burbine. So impressive team, really good as usual. They do it from a lot of different angles.
Well, thank you so much, Tom, for being here. We appreciate your commentary, man. More importantly, we want to shout out Winchester for moving on to 8-0, from 8-0 to 9-0, and more importantly, they are 6-0 within the Middle Essex League. So, number 1 ranked in the league, and congratulations to you, John Fleming, for a great game and great season.
Yep.
We look forward to talking to you guys once again, and we hope to hear from you once more, Tom. So, thank you for all joining us.
All right.
Bye-bye.